For over 60 years, the Hampshire Astronomical Group have been observing the sky. Over the decades, the group was located in different places across the Solent. Since the 1970s, they have found a home in Clanfield. The observatory includes several domes, and some of the telescopes here are indeed worth a look.
A rather historic one we have is a 5-inch Cook refractor, which is housed in a dome which comes from Hersemonceau, which was the solar dome. Now, the Cook refractor was actually owned by Admiral Watson, and he bequeathed it to the Navy, which was up here at that time at HMS Mercury, which was a land-based signals naval base. They were a little bit concerned, so they didn't quite know what to do with it. They approached us, and we actually are the custodians for the Navy of the Cook 5-inch refractor, which is now over 100 years old.
This is not just like any other group that exists, so what's special about your group?
I would say the equipment that we have here, that we built up over the years, the inspiration and the dedication of the members. We have some very, very dedicated and very capable members able to maintain, as you can imagine, looking at this telescope you're looking at here, which is one of our latest acquisitions, and also what we offer the membership as well. In fact, we know we've got somewhere about right. We still have a waiting list for membership which exceeds over 2 years.
Richard Judd says that thanks to better cameras, the interest in astronomy has grown over time. He joined the group in the early 80s.
My passion's always been with astronomy. It's always interested me from a boy. Just using binoculars looking at the moon used to excite me tremendously. And of course, one of the other things which I keep reminding other members here is I only live down the road. So I don't need to have huge sets of equipment in my garage and wheeling them out at night, because I've only got to walk up the road, and I have a whole array of these beautiful instruments here at my disposal. I've watched the group grow. We've done everything from digging holes, for putting up telegraph poles, to increasing the capacity of the club room, of encouraging other members, cajoling some of them sometimes to get interested. It's nice to know that other members do enjoy what is provided for them here.
The group also follow up on discoveries, and with so much expertise in one place, one has to ask, when's the best to do some stargazing this winter?
Certainly the Geminis, I would suggest 13th, 14th of December will be the ones to pop it in the evening, after it's got dark, of course. And then you're looking at the little flashes in the sky that come from the general direction of the constellation of Gemini. And you should get sort of 10, 20 streaks an hour. And if you're prepared to sedate them, make sure you wrap up warm. But they are quite a sight. Some of them, of course, can actually develop into little fireballs. And you can actually see the colours of them too. And sometimes you actually see the little smoke trail that they leave behind them. So it's one of those phenomena that comes from outer space and reaches us right down here on Earth. And if you haven't got any equipment, but you've got a pair of binoculars, do use them. The binoculars can reveal a tremendous amount of detail that you can't with your ordinary eyes. Fantastic for looking at the moon, even for resolving craters on the moon. And of course you get a very big wide field of view. So if you're looking at something like the Seven Sisters, they're very bright in binoculars. Whereas the telescope, of course, that narrows the field of view, so you don't get quite so good. And that's when you come into the photography. But do use binoculars, ideally a 7x50. That gives you the best view.
Nicole Ris, That's TV.